Hey guys, Joe here, and I just wanted to do a pickup video. Now I have a few different things here that I'm going to show you, and they're over the course of the last week or so. I've picked up one thing here, one thing there. It's just kind of added up to enough to do a pickup video. So let's get started. Going back to earlier in the week, I wound up going and visiting my friend who has the retro shop. What did I pick up from him? Well, I needed a few things. For my Dreamcast, I wanted a real VMU, so he sold me a green one for $4. I needed another controller for my PS3 because if I get them really cheap, I tend to sell them. But he had this one. It was all chewed up. Works fine. Everything works on it. This stick was a little sticky, but I stuck it out, and now the stick sticks like a stick should stick. So he gave me that for 10 bucks. And then last was an AGS 101 Game Boy Advance SP. Pretty good screen. The case is a little chewed up, which is very common with the Game Boy Advances. That's part of the appeal of the design. And as you can see, it's got the brighter screen. He sold me that for 25 bucks. Good price. I could flip it on eBay if I want to. I'm not going to pass a 101 for 25 bucks. Next up was the couple that I buy stuff from where they go to estate sales, storage units, things like that, and I pick up the things that they don't want, which is usually just video game stuff. However, I hadn't heard from them in a while, so I thought, maybe they're not doing anything. It is winter after all, but out of the blue, they sent me a text. And he had some stuff. He sent me a picture, and we talked about the price. All I saw was that PS2. It's a fat model. However, I don't have the memory cards that were in the picture. I'm a little saddened. And some games, a stack of games. I couldn't see the games. I said, whatever. Can you show me some of the other games? So he set them all out, took a picture of it. We agreed on 40 bucks. And I went over and picked up everything. And the other reason I went was because there was a pink DSi. And I didn't know what game was in it, but I saw there was a game in it. Turns out it's Final Fantasy. So that's cool. Final Fantasy 3. From Squeenix, and that was inside of there, and the system works. It's not the cleanest, and the bottom screen is a little scratched up, and it's pink, but I'll just keep it in the collection for now, and then when I get another black one or another case, I actually have a few ones that need parts put in them. Maybe I'll just swap everything out, and then I'll have a nice one, but this is going to go up on my display shelfie. In the box were things like a Wii remote with no back, but I have extra backs. A Genesis remote for some reason. And I hate when people wrap cords like this. I always take a rubber band when I'm done and just bind them up because that makes them sit better. Couple of games. Thought it was Grand Theft Auto 5, mainly because the cover of it says Grand Theft Auto 5, but you open it up, it's split second. I don't own the game, but still, it's kind of a buzzkill because that was one of the main reasons I went. And of course, the one that has to be in there, Kinect Adventures. Now, the DSi will trade in for $30 or something like that, so makes everything else 10 bucks. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to, like I said. If I trade it with the game, I'd get all the money back, then I have, yay, another PS2. And, oh yeah, this. The turntable for DJ Hero on Xbox 360. I've never once played DJ Hero. It'll go in a box and hide, just like all the Guitar Hero games. But there was also this giant stack of games. Now, there are some games that are, not terrible. Okay, not terrible in age. And then there's some games that, I actually don't own. But since I don't have a case for most of these, it's kind of annoying. So I'm just going to pile them all together. There was a couple of computer games in there that I do like, such as this one, which is from my childhood, Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. I loved that game, believe it or not. I love that game. Organizing stuff, right? So today I wanted to go and do some hunting. However, it's raining like cats and dogs, or at least it was this morning when we all left. So I called up a friend of mine and said, hey, look, we haven't gone in a while. Do you want to run up to Pennsylvania, see if they have anything? He's like, sure, we got lucky last time. So I picked him up. We went up there, and unfortunately, we kind of struck out. The guy that I normally buy all the bundles from, he only had a Wii and it was just a white one. If it was a black one, I might have considered it. And he wanted $30 for it, and it wasn't worth that to me because I have my black Wii, I have a spare black Wii, I have a spare white Wii. It's just not worth picking up again, especially since trade-in is dead on those again. So we're gonna leave, and I see on a shelf this. It's the QuickShot 12 Deluxe Joystick Controller. I passed on this when I bought all the other stuff like the NES Max, and he had $7 on it this time. Last time he had like $20 or something like that. But this is the joystick. It's actually in really good shape. Again, they wound the cord, which I don't like, but it's actually still pretty good. It's definitely been used, but not abused, because because if you listen, all 6 micro switches work good. So that's fun to have. But the fact that it's in the actual box is the reason I picked it up. I didn't want to just give him $7 for it. I'm a little bit of a hunter, you know that. And he just had some crappy games laying around, and I was like, here, I'm going to see if I can get these for like a couple of bucks. He had NBA Live 97 on Super Nintendo. Another SpongeBob GBA game. Madagascar GBA game. And Quidditch World Cup on GBA. Now, if you combine everything, that was another $5.50. It would have been $12 for everything. So I walk up to him and I said, hey, look, I know these things have just been sitting there forever and you haven't marked it $1. What do you say we make a deal at? And I started to throw out the number 10. I figured I'd be getting the Super Nintendo game for free. And he goes, tell you what, you can have them for $9. Okay, thank you. Oh, you farting ice hole. Okay. Next thing, and up to about 15 seconds ago, it was complete and solid, which is a demonstration of what happens to plastics when they get older. This is a Lloyd's Automatic 30 calculator. I like these old calculators. I don't know why I'm a little goofy that way, but this one even looks like it hooked up to a printer back in the day. But for 50 cents, I was like, sure, I'll take a chance. And unfortunately, the plastic is so brittle that the battery cover just broke in my hand. Darn you, McGarnagle! So, yeah, if I can fix the battery cover, so be it. If not, whatever. It's just a display piece. But I like these old calculators. They're kind of cool. Except for when you stick an old sticker right on the screen. So, anyway, that's about it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And if you could be so kind as to direct your eyes downward, not that far, Susan. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. You're going to see a red subscribe tab. If you could do me a big favor and just kind of boink that son of a bitch, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later. Now I get to edit for 14 hours because I couldn't stop talking because I'm a moron.